Let's talk about happiness. The reason why we all do what we do, the reason why we love, the reason why we hate, the reason why we are addicted, the reason why we work hard, the reason why we think we should relax, the reason why we do everything that we do. We are constantly in the pursuit of happiness. And something that just makes me think is that why is it that we are constantly pursuing happiness? Why can't we just be happy and stay happy for the rest of our life? What is it that is something that we gain and we lose and we gain and we lose and we look for it and we gain and we lose it again and we look for it, and the cycle goes on and on and on. This video is about how can we stay happy. What can we do to be happy and stay happy for as long as possible, for the rest of our life? Why not? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so grateful you're here. A place for entrepreneurship and self-development. We are all about taking control of our life. So if that sounds great to you, hit the subscribe button and join the family. So today we're talking about how we can stay happy for the rest of our life. How can we find happiness and stay happy for the rest of our life? The first step to take into staying happy is to have the intention of being happy and staying happy for as long as possible. Is to make that intentional decision to stay happy. The moment you choose, the moment you take that conscious decision to stay happy forever, that is a game changing. That will allow you to be in peace with yourself. That will allow you to forgive yourself. That will allow you to stop judging yourself. And that is a massive, 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 massive game changing step toward staying happy. The reason why we are constantly looking for things that will make us happy is because we feel like we are not enough. It's because we are constantly judging ourselves. You know, we are constantly putting ourselves in the light of insufficiency. So by intentionally choosing to stay happy, you will be more in phase with your own self. You will be more in love with your own self. The next step is gratitude. Gratitude is the key for happiness. Gratitude is, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to be grateful. When you're grateful, you put yourself straight there on the frequency of happiness. You turn down all the negativity around you. Gratitude is a powerful weapon. It will help you to ignore negativity. It will help you to deal with hardship easily. It will help you to stay focused. I think that the reason why many people are unhappy or lose their happiness is because they're quick to react to things that happen around them. They fail to focus on the bright side of things. They fail to see that there is more to appreciate in life. There is more beauty. There's so many beautiful things. There's so much love in life to focus on negative, stupid things. When comes struggles, you will have that extra strength that other people don't have, because you have the ability to look around and see positive things. You will have the ability to look around and be thankful for other things. Even though you are in pain, even though you are overloaded, you're still gonna have that extra strength, that extra belief, that thing that will nourish your happiness, that will allow you to keep being happy. My next step is contentment. It kind of derives from gratitude, but I think I should mention it because I think that is one of the reasons why some people lose their happiness, because they're constantly looking for the next thing that will fill that hole inside. Think of shopaholics. They keep buying because they're constantly trying to be happy. They see these shoes, buy the shoes, saying that if I buy these shoes, they're gonna make me happy. Buy the shoes, they're happy, then it fades out. Then they look for the next thing to buy. They go back hunting, looking for the next thing that will make them happy. You know, they find that thing again, they buy it, thinking that it's going to make them happy forever. Then that happiness fades out, then go back again hunting. And it goes on and on and on. That's why, in my opinion, minimalists are happier than the rest of us, because they do not own many things. They don't need a lot of things to feel happy, to be happy. In fact, the less they possess, the better they feel. My next step is you. Focus on you. Focus on healing you. Focus on loving you. Stop focusing outward. Focus inward. Turn your eyes. Start looking inside. You know, look inside. Happiness is from within. Happiness is nowhere else. It's inside you. The moment you understand that you, you is the most important thing for you in the world. The moment you understand that, you will solve 99% of your problems. This has nothing to do with selfishness. It has nothing to do with being the center of attention or making everything about yourself or being selfish or all those things. It has everything to do with loving you first, being happy first, before you can give love, before you can share your happiness with other people. We all have that hole. We all have that big giant hole in us. That's why we are constantly pursuing happiness. Stop a moment and think about how you can fill that hole inside so that your happiness overflows, so that your happiness is that source that never runs out. What can you do to fill up that hole in a more healthy way? What can you do that will allow you to tolerate your imperfections, to tolerate your lack, to be more in love with yourself, to feel more fulfilled? By focusing on yourself, you will get to nourish your emotional and your physical needs. You will care more about yourself, what you put in your body. How often do you exercise? What are you doing to be a better version of yourself? What is the quality of your friendship with yourself, of your relationship with yourself? You know, first, before any other relationship out there, I'm talking about you. Because you can have tons and tons of friends out there, but you can be the most unhappy person. Happiness is not defined by how many friends you've got out there. Happiness is defined by how strong is your relationship with yourself first. By focusing on yourself, you will be able to nourish your spiritual needs. We all have these needs. We ignore them, but they come and bite us in the butt. We find ourselves wandering in the world, always pursuing the next thing that will make us happy. Whatever spirituality means to you, practice it. Some people are constantly unhappy. Some people are constantly moaning. Some people are constantly angry and all that, just because they ignore these things. It's very important for you to connect with your higher self, to connect with the universe or whatever spirituality means to you, to connect with God if that is what you believe. Explore the depth of your higher self. Explore the depth of spirituality. My next step is to not allow anything from outside to drive you. I know many people that live their life based on the opinion of other people. What a miserable life. How can you live your life based on what people are thinking or what people are expecting from you? How can you live a fulfilling and happy life? How can you expect to be happy and to stay happy if you are constantly checking on what people are thinking? If you're constantly looking for the validation of other people, you need to stop. Stop caring for what they think, for what they say. I think we are living in a worse time when it comes to the opinion of other people. The internet is great, but it's bad for this stuff. I know many people who cannot even think for themselves anymore. They're lost in other people's representation of how they should be. It should be, or we should be. How you should dress, how you should behave, how you should conduct yourself, how this, how that. Be true to yourself. Embrace yourself. Live to your true values. Why do you care what they think? If you wear your thing, it doesn't make them happy. Who cares? If they think you should go this way and you're going that way, who cares? If that makes you happy, go for it. Don't let anything corrupt your spirit. Don't let anybody corrupt your spirit, twist the way you should be, make you go this way when you're happy to go that way. If you want to be happy, truly happy, I promise you, be comfortable to be the odd one out. Be comfortable that everybody's going that way and you're going this way and you're just like, I'm happy to go this way. I am cool with that. Be comfortable that everybody's laughing because you're going that way and you're just like, If that makes you happy, that's good, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm going this way and that's where I'm going. My next step is to respect and to love others. You cannot be happy, genuinely happy, fully happy if you don't love other people, if you don't care for other people, if it's all about you and your tiny little self. You cannot be genuinely happy if you cannot share your happiness. You know, if you cannot care for someone else, if you cannot extend that love to reach, to bless other people around you. When you are genuinely in love with yourself, when you are genuinely happy, that happiness will overflow, and eventually it will touch everybody that comes in contact with you. And the way you let it out, it will be felt by your word, it will be felt by the way you treat people around you. I've been on the train, for example, and I've seen many people who can't even give up their chair to a pregnant woman or to an elderly. And you can see from there how it is inside. Your actions shows what is happening in you. If you are genuinely happy, if you're in a good place, in a good frame of mind, it flows outside. You can't hide those stuff. When somebody is dark inside, you can see through. When somebody is in a good place, you can see through. Have you ever experienced that happiness, that inner feeling that comes from doing something good to somebody? Of course, then you make them happy by doing whatever you did, but in turn you feel that feeling of goodness, that happiness, that pure and organic happiness that is not made by greed or hatred. You know, that genuine organic happiness that comes from a good place. That type of happiness is the one you should hold on to, because that type of happiness is the one that will feed you forever. The more you are kind to people, the more you are adding to your happiness, the more you're expanding your happiness. So make it a goal. Make it a goal to be respectful, to be genuinely kind and happy for people around you. And you will attract more of that in your life. My next step is to look for happiness and positivity in every single thing. What you look for is what you find. I have a habit. I don't read bad news. I don't follow bad news. I don't look for bad news. Bad news and me, we are not friends. Every time that I scroll my phone, my news app, and I see a headline that says this bad thing happened, that bad thing, I do not read. I'm just like, I didn't see. I do not read bad news. I'm not saying you should do the same. People are always like, how are you going to protect yourself if that happens to you? How are you going to know how to deal with if it was to happening to you? And I'm just like, I do not find solution to wait for problems. Period. I don't need to find solution to wait for problems. I deal with things as they arrive in my life. I deal with them as they're there. So make love your religion. Practice love, practice kindness, practice happiness. Look for love, look for kindness, look for happiness. And you will always find love, find kindness, and find happiness. I am not saying that you will be immune from bad things. I am not saying that you will be immune from struggles. I am saying that what you focus on, you attract more of it. Things will go wrong, but you will be in a better shape, mindset, and position to deal with them. You will be more able to bear them because you are in the right place, because you're practicing the right things. So these are the things that I do to stay happy in my life. These are the things that I am trying to turn them into habits so I can be happy forever. So if you have other ideas on how to stay happy forever, please, I would love to hear from them. Comment below, that will be most appreciated. This is it for me for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.